Dow Jones Industrials gained more than 56 points to close at 79.65. That's a calm beginning for the first day of trading in 1998. But after an incredible year in the market and one of the longest running expansions in U.S. history, what's in store for the coming year? We asked a man whose predictions for 1997 were right on the money and who is labeled today by the Wall Street Journal the best economic forecaster in the country. He is Ed Yardeni, the chief economist for the investment bank Deutsche Morgan Grenfell, a man who lives, breathes, and thinks the stock market. A man with a crystal ball, it seems, when it comes to predicting the economy's future.
I'm saying it's a new era. It's an era of tremendous competition, and competition on a global basis is going to keep a lid on inflation. I think inflation is dead. I do believe that there's an increasing risk of a recession within the next couple of years. Stocks are not going to do well in that environment. And you've got to be willing to grin and bear through a 20-30% drop in stock prices. I'm not saying it's inevitable, but that could happen in 1999, and you've got to be able to stomach it. I think we would all like to believe that it's far away and it really doesn't matter that much to us, but Asia matters a lot. It's a third of our exports, and we import a lot from Asia. And all those imports mean that that's a lot of competition for the companies we work for. And if those companies struggle to increase their profits because of all this competition from Asia, that's going to be bad for us. When we go into the year 2000, a lot of computers, if they're not fixed, will misinterpret 00 as 1900 rather than 2000, and they'll crash, they'll do all sorts of silly things. I think the year 2000 problem will be mostly fixed, but it won't be 100% fixed. And if some vital computer systems don't function properly, that could create enough disruptions to create a global recession. I think they'll do actually very well in the bond market. The bond yield isn't very high right now, but keep in mind that inflation is also very low and likely to go lower. So I would have a fairly balanced portfolio here. I wouldn't overdo it in the stock market. It's a little late to be putting all your assets in the stock market. This market's been up a lot over the past 10 years. I think this is a new era, which means it could last for 20, 30, 40 years. And it has been a golden era up to now, strong growth and low inflation. I would just caution that over the next couple of years, it may not be quite as golden.
A few things to think about. That is our report on World News Tonight, later this evening from ABC News 2020.